Alright guys, so this is Daniel again, and today I'm going to show you how to process a self-employment or an FCA, SMR or whatever request which you can't process on IntelliMaster. This video is dedicated to all of my Revolut members, so you can go ahead and process iCover without cribbing about it. And special thanks to Mujahid for helping me uh, through this iCover process. So let's begin. So once you are in the iCover section, if you log in here, the first thing that you're going to see is all the pending requests that we have. Now we have to go to products and we have to select. Many people call me and ask me, hey, I can't find a self-employment template here. What should I do? Basically, we don't have a self-employment or an FCA, SMR, FRV. What we have here is something called a designated reference. So if you go to designated reference and you select the country for which you are processing the self-employment. So in this case, I have an instance in Brazil and I'll be selecting Brazil for that case. Now, once you select that, you have to click on purchase. You see it's $20 dollars and the 6 days stat. So you have to ignore this. Whatever price that you see here, you do not have to update that in the controller. Whatever you will update is as per the standard process that we follow. For verbal translation, it's 20 pounds. Disregard of whatever you see here, and the TAT would be 4 and 5 days appointment. Similarly, so you click on purchase and it will take you to a page like this one here. All right, now you begin with filling up all the information that's marked with an asterisk here. So it's the name. I've put the name Patrick and the last name, the date of birth, and I've also selected the gender. You can select Mr., Miss, whatever. It's not mandatory, so you can leave that field blank. Now, if you go down here, what you have here is a designated reference section. This is the crucial part. This is where you have to put in all the information that's going to help the translator to go and fetch the information that we require or get it verified. So here in this section, you have a reference name. I have just mentioned here that this is a self-employment, so kindly follow the instruction. Now, instruction is this section. Whatever information that you want the translator to verify, you'll come here and put it down here in this box. So let's start from the top. You'll put here it's a self-employment reference, it's an FCA reference or whatever, and then you put the phone number. If you have an email address, well and good, you put it there. You put the address. So the much information you provide, the more chances you have to get the reference for the translator to reach the right company. Now for this case we have Sao Paulo, and then we have the employer name. Now this is the accountant company name, but this is quite confusing, right? So that's the reason I have put here that the candidate company is actually Moveri and the accountant company is this, so that now the translation team knows that they have to contact this accountant company to obtain the reference. I've also wrote something here down to refer to the template that is attached. So what I did is I've exported the template from the template tool for self-employment of this instance, and then I have saved it as a PDF format which I'll be attaching here. So let's put the consent form here now real quick. I have saved it as consent. So let's search for consent. Oh, there you go. That's the consent. And we also will upload here on this section, we'll be uploading our template. Now that is self-employment. So there you go. We have the self-employment template. Now once that is been added here, now the next thing you have to do is click on submit. Now you have something called add services here. Now the add service field is actually for adding, like if you have two FCA requests that needs to be made, like it's basically used for education when you have bachelor's and master's both. Now the request has timed out for me, guys, because I've been on this page for quite some time. So you have to make sure that once you start, you have to stick to that page until you complete it real quick, because there's a timer that goes on. If you want, I can show you again. You click on purchase and then you'll be back in here, and there's a counter that will start. You see here at the top, so you have to be very quick, fill this information, whatever I did, and once you go down and click on uh, submit, you'll get an order ID or a service ID which you can paste it in your left message box. So the next verifier who will stumble upon that instance will actually have the reference number, so that he or she can come here and then go to this filter option and then put the transaction ID or the service ID and can access the service that we created, so that they can check what's the update on that. So that's all for now, guys. I believe that it was not too lengthy and you got a gist of how iCover works. So it's not something difficult. It's similar to IntelliMaster, which we all love, but it is just you have to it gives us more like a power, like it gives us more thing to go beyond and ask those questions which IntelliMaster does not allow us. So that would be all for today. Thank you all for watching and have a lovely day. Take care. Bye bye.